Hello Carmel, my name is Sami Magee and welcome back to CHTV's EShow. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, and we're ready to bring you the latest in Carmel news, sports, and entertainment.
I'm Lexi Amore. Thanks for joining us. We hope you're all having a great week. Now let's get into the show.
In national news, the Senate returned to the Capitol on Monday from a recess of almost 6 weeks. They returned to consider the next round of coronavirus relief legislation. The House of Representatives decided to remain in recess until Congress inches closer to a vote. Despite senators returning to the chambers, the Capitol building will remain closed to the public.
In other national news, yesterday President Donald Trump visited Arizona to tour a mask-making factory, his first trip away from Washington in weeks. However, he is drawing criticism because he did not wear a mask and was shaking hands, which are both against White House recommendations. The president spent less than 3 hours on the ground in Phoenix, but staff said the 8-hour trip was, quote, a symbolic show that the nation is taking steps back to normalcy. More and more Hoosiers will be out and about in coming weeks as Indiana slowly reopens. Before you head out, check out this video from CHTV's Taylor Brayden.
As demand for protective masks has increased with the coronavirus outbreak, masks are getting scarce and hard to find. With the CDC recommending the use of these masks to help slow the spread of this pandemic, I'll give you a quick and easy tutorial on how to make your own using only an old t-shirt and a pair of scissors. To start, you are going to want to lay out your t-shirt and measure about 7 to 8 inches from the bottom. Here you are then going to cut across the shirt at those marks you have made. Now that you have cut your 7 to 8 inch portion off your shirt, you can toss the top away. And now we are going to begin on trying to make the straps for your mask. For this, you are going to need to cut 6 to 7 inches in. Since this is a larger shirt, I had to kind of modify that. Once you have cut your straps down the sides, you are going to want to cut along that and cut off this entire portion. You should then be stuck with something like this. Now we are just going to simply trim the edges off so you can have your straps. Now you should be left with something like this. The next part is optional, but you can take a paper towel, fold it in half, and place it in your mask like so. This helps it be more protective. And there you have it, your own homemade mask. Now one thing you can do to test and see if it actually works is to take a flame such as this one and try blowing it out. If the flame still stands, then your mask is good to go. If it's blown out, you might want to add another paper towel or two to help it the thickness of the mask.
Thanks, Taylor. Looks easy enough. Let's head over to Sami for what else is happening locally.
This year's primary and presidential elections will continue, but with slight updates to accommodate for social distancing. All registered voters may vote early or on June 2nd, or may vote by absentee ballot. Information on voting procedures or absentee ballot voting may be found at hamiltoncounty.in.gov. For anyone planning to vote by absentee ballot, make sure to have it mailed by 4 p.m. on May 21st.
In other local news, the Reconnecting Carmel Task Force met on May 5th to discuss on how to safely and efficiently reopen Carmel in the wake of COVID-19. The task force was made up of business owners and leaders from many different sectors of Carmel's business community, ranging from corporate CEOs to entertainment venue presidents. The task force discussed with Mayor Brainerd on how to go about safely reopening Carmel while still recovering from COVID-19. An official recovery plan is still in the process of being made by Mayor Brainerd that will take into account Governor Holcomb's 5-stage plan.
For our entertainment news today, you may be looking for a new show to check out. Here's CHTV's Savion and Matt Crum with their picks.
Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Crum here with Savion, and we know a lot of you guys have been stuck in quarantine for, like a month now. We're here to give you guys our descriptions and our suggestions on what you guys should be watching on your choice of streaming service. And as you can see, I've seen a lot of movies and TV shows, so I know what I'm giving you guys. For our Netflix users, we know the whole Office thing is over and a lot of you guys have seen it, but if any of you want to give it a rewatch or are waiting to jump on the bandwagon, now would be a good time. The Office may be getting taken off of Netflix just this year, so it's now or never, folks.
One of the best shows to come out of the last 5 years is The Good Place. The first season is about this girl, Eleanor, who makes it to heaven but doesn't feel she belongs there. Just please watch the show. It's hilarious and heartfelt. It's a great watch.
If you're into elaborate prank shows, which I wasn't before I watched this personally, you are going to love Gaten Matazaro's Prank Encounters. It's binge-worthy, it's only a few episodes, and Gaten Matazaro is Dustin from Stranger Things, if you think you've heard that name somewhere before.
So there are a lot of great reality competition shows to watch right now. Lego Masters on Hulu. It's a Lego building competition hosted by Will Arnett, where each team has to build different things in order to complete challenges and avoid elimination. My favorite TV competition right now has to be Nailed It on Netflix. Each episode, there are 3 contestants who are all amateur bakers, and their job is to recreate different edible masterpieces, like a Sphinx statue made out of cake. But of course, they're all amateur bakers, so the result is always terrible.
Now, if you like superheroes, you don't have to be a Marvel or DC fan to like The Flash on Netflix. The Flash is about a man named Barry Allen who gets struck by a mysterious bolt of lightning and develops the power to run very high speeds. Now, I didn't like DC personally until I saw The Flash. It is very different from their other shows. It's very entertaining.
May the 4th just happened, Star Wars Day, and as a result, there's a huge plethora of Star Wars content to enjoy on Disney+. The final episode of the Clone Wars series came out on May the 4th, and the last few episodes are incredible.
The absolute classic Lucasfilm movie series Star Wars has just been completely put down on Disney+. The last movie was just put on 2 days ago.
And that was Matthew and I's list of some of our favorite TV shows and recommendations for you guys to watch while in quarantine. Hopefully you guys found something that you were interested in. This has been Savion Bias along with Matthew Crum for CHTV.
Great ideas, guys. Now let's check out what's going on in the world with sports. Over to Griffin.
Good morning, Sami, and good morning, Greyhounds. I'm Griffin Hadley here with your CHTV Sports Update. There's a lot of uncertainty about the sports world as we speak, and one of those is when the NBA will resume. It is possible that play could begin again this summer, and that has many people thinking about several question marks surrounding the league. One of the biggest rumors concerns a possible return for Nets superstar Kevin Durant. He is coming off of a ruptured Achilles tendon in last year's NBA Finals, and his return to Brooklyn could be a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference if he does return to the court. Nets GM Sean Marks is calling it the $110 million question. Brooklyn is currently seated 7th in the East, 2 spots back from our hometown team, the Indiana Pacers, who have dealt with a star injury of their own in Victor Oladipo, struggling to stay healthy ever since his ruptured quad. The global pandemic that is COVID-19 has given injured players a chance for rehab with the season on pause, and Durant's return could quickly change the playoff picture. Switching gears in NFL news, there are rumors surrounding many famed players around the league emerging into contract years. The Bears did not pick up quarterback Mitchell Trubisky's 5th-year option, and the Colts did not pick up safety Malik Hooker's 5th year on his contract. The Colts drafted a stud safety with their 3rd-round pick in Julian Blackmon, so it should be really interesting to see what moves GM Chris Ballard makes as the upcoming season commences. Hooker will have to be on top of his game if he would like to see an extension in 2021. Along with many rumors inside organizations, come rumors about players remaining in the free agency pool. Talks are spreading concerning retired running back Marshawn Lynch, and that the running back could be in talks with his former team, the Seattle Seahawks. Beast Mode was a member of 2 Super Bowl runs in Seattle, winning the big game in 2013. Reuniting with Russell Wilson and having a talented young receiving core could really thrust Seattle into a contending role in the 2020 season. Lynch has retired multiple times but has proven to be productive, especially in the red zone. The official NFL schedule is set to be released tomorrow with a full 17-game schedule, one more than previous seasons. That's all I have for your CHTV Sports Update this morning. Let's send it back to our anchors with today's birthdays.
Thanks, Griffin. The results from the academic Super Bowl state competition came in, and numerous Greyhounds placed 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Congratulations to those students. We now want to wish a happy birthday to the following Greyhounds: Mr. Huxley, Mrs. Robbins, Jackson Barnes, Mia Bobiles, Alyssa Crossan, Paige Crossan, Turner Detrick, Carson Dodd, Peyton Emmons, Sydney Fuller, Greta Heil,
Benjamin Jeffrey, Felipe Martinez Guimares, Grace Meyer, Sarah Mayung, Molly O'Rourke, Amy Stafford, Jeffrey Stafford, Jill Stafford, Colleen Sullivan, and Viraj Tomar. Happy birthday, guys. Now, one thing we'd all like for our birthday is some positivity during quarantine. Well, Jacob attempted to do just that, but gets busted by Carmel PD. Let's check it out.
Hey Carmel, so with a time of so much negativity, I think it's important to try to spread a little bit of positive. So I'm going to be going around, it's around 11 o'clock right now, and I'm going to go leave some nice chalk messages for my neighbors so that tomorrow morning when they wake up, they can kind of see a little bit of positivity in our world. I love being able to spread positivity, whether it's a message like "You rock" or a happy smiley face or a fun little image. I love to be able to spread positivity. Okay, so right now, I'm going around and I'm putting positive messages on Post-it notes and then I'm leaving them on people's mailboxes. Guys, are you kidding? As you saw, last night didn't quite go as planned, but tonight I'm going out again. It's a little earlier and I'm bringing my family along with me so that I can keep going and leaving happy little messages around my neighborhood and hopefully just spreading some more positivity. You are a star.
Thank you, Jacob, for that awesome video, and thank you to our Carmel Police Department for all their hard work. That wraps up our show for today, but be sure to follow us on Instagram at Carmel TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel, CHTV Carmel Television, to see more content. This has been Sami Magee.
And I'm Lexi Amore. Stay safe, Carmel, and have a great rest of your day.